Hey guys, Daily here, and I just wanted to say that this battle probably shouldn't be taken too seriously. It got a little bit goofy towards the end there. Maybe around the 10-minute mark is where it gets really goofy, so just be prepared for that. But I think it is a fun watch regardless. Just don't be all crazy in the comment section about how it's not realistic or anything, because this just turned into a goof fest. So, thanks so much for watching. Enjoy. Hey, what's up, you bad Larrys? It's your boy, Daily Tactics here. Back with another episode of the Men of War Assault Squad 2 Star Wars Galaxy at War mod. Today we find ourselves on Geonosis at a Republic base here that is being guarded by Geonosis Clone Troopers as well as Geonosis Clone Arf Troopers here, and their leaders in this battle are Waxer and Boyle, as seen right over here in their Geonosis Arf Trooper armor, my two favorite side characters from the Clone Wars. So I'm really happy I have the texture pack for these guys in the mod nowadays, so we'll be seeing some more of them in the future. But they're back over here. They are basically in this walled off compound that's got some blasters in the front, as well as some mortars and a whole slew of clone troopers who are defending this preliminary wall here. And the droids are going to be attacking from a frontal attack here. They've got one AAT over here, 5 super battle droids, and a whole bunch of Geonosis battle droids. Then over here they have more battle droids, along with a tactical droid who is supposedly leading this entire battle. Then over here on the flank of the clone base, there are 2 AATs, 3 super battle droids, and more standard battle droids. And these guys are going to be attacking the flank, which has an opening actually, though the Republic has placed a gun emplacement here as well as a bunch of clone troopers. But this could be a place susceptible of some serious damage by the battle droids. So, should be a pretty interesting battle. I'm excited to see if the clones are going to be able to hold this military base. If they don't, I'd like to see how many droids it really takes to break on through here. The droids certainly do have a lot of troopers. The clones also have a sufficient number of troopers, probably, I don't know, maybe a third of the total droids the clones have in the same number of clone troopers. So they are outnumbered by a lot, but they do have the defensive advantage. So without further ado, I'll be right back and we'll press start. Alrighty then, you bad Larrys. I think we're ready to get this shindig started. I imagine firing is going to start almost immediately because of the proximity of the droids to the clones. So just, you know, hold on to your butts for that one. Let's press start. And yep, that's pretty much what happened. With a small map like this, there's not too much room for droids to start super far back. So that's sort of why the firing is going to start almost immediately. Oh my god, AAT causing huge explosions in the interior of the base already. I'm surprised it's not going for the exterior defenses. Okay, now it is. It's trying to target that mortar. It kills the troopers surrounding the mortar, but not quite the mortar itself. It is just plowing on forward. The clones trying desperately to shoot at this thing and take it out. It does manage to take out that mortar, but it goes down itself. Not before wreaking some serious havoc amongst the clone trooper lines, though, taking out both turrets, the mortar, and a bunch of troopers in the process. That is going to cripple the clones' ability to defend on the outskirts here. But these troopers, you know, they're professionals. They're going to keep it on going. They're going to keep her going. They took her jibs. Keep her going. And they are managing to get some more droid kills in here, you know, wiping out a few of these guys here and there. Anything will help for the interior defense, where the clones, I imagine, will really shine in that regard. But for now, this exterior is down to smithereens, and it's looking abysmal. Let's go on the flank over here. Looks like one of the ATs on the flank has gone down, and the second one proceeds to go down almost immediately after. It does look like they did manage to damage the clone defenses on the flank pretty considerably, which is a good thing for the droids. I think if the droids do manage to break through on the flank, then the interior frontal defense is going to crumble in turn, but you know, I have no evidence of that yet. We'll just have to wait and see if it happens. Of course, the clones guarding the flank, there was still a bunch of them alive, and they do have a good choke point over there, so they could end up making some magic happen. This clone and this clone are sort of laying down behind these boxes. They're in good grenading positions, which is nice to see. They will surely die, and that one does die. But hopefully they can get some good kills in here too, because, you know, these clones, they're not expendable, but if they are to get stuck in a position where they will die, you want them in a position where they can get some nice grenades off. But sadly, these two did not manage to very easily. There's a few more clones out here who are just getting wiped off the face of the earth by the oncoming battle droids. We can actually see the droid leader, the tactical droid up here, moving on in. He's taken the lead. Pretty brave for a tactical droid. There is one last ARF trooper up here for the clones. Meanwhile, the tactical droid maybe gets a bit too big for his britches as he tries to clamber his way on in here, and droids themselves trying to get in here. This clone, the ARF trooper, throws a grenade out there. Actually manages to take out his own trooper, so not very effective. Oh, but that was a much better grenade. Oh, but it gets rebounded back. Alright, he's down to only 2 grenades. He's picking out another one. Let's see. And maybe he can get some good kills with it. Who knows? He gets another one out. Let's see, let's see. Ooh, that one was bonkers. That was great. The clones on the interior, oh my god, the speeder bike blew up apparently. And it looks like it took with it a bunch of clone troopers. That is a shame for the clones. That's going to hurt their interior defense here. But these guys are getting a lot of really, really good fire out, and they're taking out these droids as quickly as the droids can face off against them. So at the moment, it does look like the clone defenses over here are holding steadily. They're not taking too many losses, and things are looking good. Let's go on the flank over here. Looks like the droids over this way are pressuring the clone flankers, but we're seeing just rows of dead droids around them. These guys have a tight grip on this defensive position, and they are putting a stop to any droid maneuvering forward. It doesn't even look like they've taken too many losses since the AATs came on through. So this is looking like a tight defense over here, and the droids aren't really able to break through too much. There's a whole bunch of them sort of out here. They might be a little bit glitched. We'll see if we have to move them forward in the future. We might have to, just to keep the battle going a little bit, but it does look like the AI's derping up a little bit over there. These droids are managing to get some good fire out onto the clones, but a lot of them keep on just sort of blitzing towards that gaping hole in the wall, also known as a door or gateway daily, but that's fine. Everything's fine. I think it'd be smarter if they were positioning more troopers like back here and back here, and then firing on in, but I mean, they're battle droids and they've lost their tactical droids, so really their command structure has crumbled at this point, and they're just gonna do what battle droids do, which is be derpy as heck, you know? I don't know, maybe I'll name this video like, can the battle droids break through the clone wall, or can the clones hold the battle droids off? The swarm of battle droids. I don't know. Man, for some reason on YouTube now, like, the algorithm promotes questions. Or, like, I don't know, apparently viewers are attracted to... I don't know if it's the algorithm or viewers, but something is enticing people to watch videos titled things like, will the clones blah blah blah, or will the blah do the blah, if you catch my drift. Like, oh, that was a spicy grenade, but it gets rebounded back and does nothing. Yeah, I don't know, like, those videos are doing exceptionally well right now on YouTube, so, I mean, I'm gonna take advantage of it, but I mean, I'd prefer to title things like Clone Defense of Wall or something like that, but I mean, sometimes you gotta play the YouTube game a little bit and go with, like, can the clones hold the wall, or whatever. You know, have a question to answer during the battle. I don't know why. I think that's such a weird thing. Is it, like, do you guys think it's enticing when, like, there's a video titled something like that? Or do you think it's more the algorithm is, like, promoting things like that? It could be either. The YouTube algorithm is something that just dumbfounds me because it's changed all the time, and certain things get promoted when other things of much better quality aren't. It's weird, man. It's very weird. Like, there's some of my videos that I would, like, got almost no views, but I worked, like, really hard with them, and, like, everyone who watched it was like, dang, this was good. And then, like, some of my most viewed videos, I was like, it was a video. Like, it wasn't my finest work, but for some reason it's getting highly, highly promoted. There's a bunch of droids, like, sort of lingering back here. I'm just gonna move these guys up. I'll position them in, like, optimal places, I suppose, for the droids. They could get shot down there, or they could succeed, who knows. Oh, it looks like a bunch are going for it anyway. Just to keep the battle going, yeah, I'm gonna move these guys who seem to just sort of be stuck in place. I'm just gonna move them forward to the front lines, force them into battle here, because if I don't, we'll be here all day. Not to mention, I don't think they'd come forward on their own. That's just how the AI is. So, we got this little ant train of droids crawling on forward through the sand. We'll see if that does anything. These droids over here that I sent forward are now forward, and that's about it. Cool. Yeah, Waxer and Boyle's defense seems to be holding strong. There's really only a few clones that are capable of shooting at the doorway currently. I'd say it's like these guys, and these guys. Not really these guys. They don't have an angle. So maybe like 20 or so clones that are alone holding this doorway off. Let's see. The flankers that I sent forward are coming on through right now, and they are starting to engage a little bit more with the clones. They are getting massacred though, and the clones are doing just a phenomenal job of cleaning these droids up. Few clones going down, but not that many. The clones are holding onto these positions with dear life. They are really in full stand mode. They are not gonna let up to these dang clankers anytime soon. You know, they're pulling out all the stops right now and fighting hard, honestly. Ooh, another grenade going out to these few clone stragglers that remain, and managed to dislodge that trooper and sort of get him to run out into the open. These two did run out into the open, but they had that AAT for cover there. This guy's got a grenade out. He might throw? No, he didn't. He didn't end up throwing that bad, Larry. That's all right. Yeah, the droid little push here that I kind of orchestrated is not going too well. They got a few clone kills, but the defensive ability of the clones over here seem to outmatch the droid's offensive ability. Here's another grenade. They're really trying to get those two guys, but they just keep on dodging out of the way, jumping to cover, and then just going back to their same position. Must be frustrating for the droids. I think part of the thing is these clones way over here that Waxer and Boyle have under his command are just totally out of the way over here, so the droids can't shoot at them, but they're able to really shoot at the droids over here, so that's kind of an interesting thing to see. Yeah, this flank is not going too hot, and of course the frontal attack by the battle droids is starting to go downhill a little bit. I don't know, maybe towards the second half of this battle, we'll maybe give the droids a few reinforcements. Just because they really haven't made too much progress, and I'd kind of be interested to see what would happen if they made it into the walls. So maybe a small little droid reinforcements sort of contingency will come on in. But for now, it seems to be a stalemate. The droids aren't really pushing forward too much. The clones, of course, aren't gonna give up their just baller position here to sally forth outside or anything like that. That would just be plain old stupid. So they'll just sort of hold that area to the death, basically. I mean, that's what I would do. That's what any good general would do. If you have that superior position, why would you ever leave it? That would be so stupid. All right, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna add a few more droids for this battle. So we're gonna go in slow-mo here, and then there's actually a whole bunch of droids way back here that never came forward. That's interesting. We'll go back here, and then we'll just add a few battle droids. Actually, maybe we could just copy and paste these guys. Is this gonna work, or are we gonna like take a wall with it? No, it seemed to work. All right, let's see. Well, we need a method of transport for these battle droids, obviously. So we'll go post facto. Give them. Here you go. A couple of gunships come in, deliver some more droids to the battlefield here. There you go. And then we'll position a few more on the flank over here, just for funsies. There you go. All right, maybe a few more over here because the clone defense is stark. It is hefty. Okay, so that should be enough to the point where the droids have a sufficient reinforcements coming forward, but the clones, I think, could potentially manage to still stop these new additions to the droid army. So I think it's fair for both sides here. Not to mention the droids who were already on the flank over here starting to march forward a little bit more again. And it does look like the droids in the front here, too, decided to march forward a bit again. All right, and their reinforcements are, of course, en route back here. Let's go into normal speed once more. All right. Yeah, we'll get them forward. I really want to learn how to do waves of units coming forward, that kind of a thing. For some reason, whenever I try and do it, it doesn't work. I've tried tutorials and stuff like that, but I would love to learn how to do that. I think that would be really beneficial to the videos. These two clones finally end up going down by a few droids up here, but these droids get readily killed. A few more just sort of marching straight on forward without stopping. Not brilliant, but I mean, it's what they're doing, I suppose. Over here, I'm kind of worried that these droids are going to do the same thing, so we'll spread them out so just to be sure that they don't. Because that's what it looks like they're gonna do, and I don't exactly want that to be happening with these droids, so go ahead and just chill like that, guys. No need to suicide. There's no need. Alright, oh, a bunch just sort of cram their way on through here. A couple of them actually stick it out in the front, but do inevitably get gunned down by these clones. I have a feeling even with these reinforcements, the droids might not be able to make any leeway onto this fortified clone position. It is very, very powerful and not easily approachable by the droids. Most of the reinforcements are still way, way back here. We'll give them some... Oh my god, and these guys are doing that same thing the last droids on the flank did. I swear to goodness, the AI in this game are poo-poo. They are the worst in the world. Which is such a shame. I'd really love a battle to just go and happen without fault, but that's never going to happen. Alright, so we'll get these droids on the flank to sort of re-gear towards their actual objective here. We'll see. Clone's not really firing at them quite yet. They did actually make it into the compound okay. I think the clones, yeah, most of the clones who are in charge of the flank, their attention is on the front over here where more droids are continuing to attack. But now suddenly the droids in a larger force are on their flank, so the clones sort of turn around and begin to fire back at these guys. These reinforcements definitely doing wonders for the droid push, as they didn't have nearly this many troopers before when they were in a weakened state, but now they're pushing with renewed confidence and actually managing to get some good shots off here and killing a few clones here and there, but the clones are getting tons of droid kills, just droid kills galore. This is not a good battle for the Separatists. Let's just say that. You know, they've got a lot of droids, but not a lot of quality behind those fighters, and it is, let's just say, not working out for them too hot. Not working out too hot at all. Not in the slightest. Alright, so these droid reinforcements over here that I sent forward still sort of dilly-dallying behind, but they're making their way to the front, and we're getting plenty of action on the flank, so I'll just let them sort of go and proceed at their own pace over there, since we are still getting some action. Usually I only push things forward when, like, they're supposed to be doing something and they're not, or we're just seeing no action and it's really boring, so... But right now we've got some good action, and, you know, the front is still contributing some soldiers into the that little funnel area, so I think we're all set for now. I think we're in a good place. Yeah, look at these droids. Look at them doing that thing. Yeah, so one thing I've been sort of thinking about for the channel is what to do when Rico's Brigade isn't happening on Saturdays, because that's obviously the big show that everyone looks forward to on the channel for every Saturday. And it will be coming back next month in May, but, you know, until then, what am I to do? That's the question for Saturdays, and I'm not always too sure. Like, I've been doing Daily Squad a little bit, and that's okay. I think Daily Squad is pretty fun, but it's not super meaningful, so I'd like to have something more concrete to do. And I don't want to do Army Men Civil War, because Army Men Civil War, I feel has become sort of a second-rate series. You know, it doesn't pull the same audience as it used to, so I don't want to, you know, the Saturday slot is special. It's like Saturday morning cartoons almost. So I don't want to utilize it on something that people won't find super entertaining. So I'm still sort of trying to figure that out. I thought about maybe doing the Clone Wars Recreated series, but that's not even that special. That's just I'm just doing a few clips from the movies or the Clone Wars itself, and then I play the game. You know, I recreate the battle. So I mean, it's fun and it's a cool series, but it's not like Saturday morning special, you know, like Rico's Brigade is. So I don't know. Maybe since it is off season, I should just keep doing some daily squad stuff for fun, just because that's a bit more relaxed and a bit more, you know, off-season-ish. You know, it shouldn't be anything too substantial, maybe. I don't know. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear what you guys think I should do with the Saturday morning 9 a.m. time slot that I always upload on my channel for. Don't say Rico's Brigade. Because you know, you gotta have a season break from that, or else it gets dry or whatever. So that's what we're doing right now, is that season break. Yeah, the clones. No matter how many droids I've given to the droids. By the way, all right, I'm just gonna move these guys forward because they are not coming forward. Look at them. They're all trying to like climb the rocks to get into the base, but it's just, it'll never work. You'll never be able to climb up this mountain. The game doesn't allow it. Look at them. Look at them all. They're all just like, let me in. These guys might be trying to get like sniper positions, but they literally can't snipe over that way. So I guess we'll just send them forward manually. Sometimes that's what it calls for. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. No matter how many comments say, you help the droids, well, do you want me to just sit here and not do that? And also, I get comments like, hey, you should put in reinforcements, and then when I do put in reinforcements, it's like, hey, you let the droids win by giving them reinforcements, That's my impression of people angry at me. I know I should just ignore the comments, but sometimes it's difficult too. I don't know. Alright. I hope you guys understand why I do this. It's for entertainment levels. I do what I think is going to be the most entertaining for people to watch. So just keep that in mind whenever you get angry about me moving things around or things like that. Like, I'm doing it because the battle would be a lot more boring if I didn't, you know? And I know how the AI works. I know how it stalls out. I know how it becomes really stupid and won't move, or, you know, it's stubborn, or it just, the pathfinding is bad. So, just sometimes you gotta trust that I do know what I'm doing to make things a bit more entertaining, and I'm not just cheating to make one side win or whatever. There are times when I do help the clones, and there are times when I do help the droids. So, oh god, I always have to make this speech every time, because I know in the back of my mind, whenever I move something, I'm gonna get a lot of flack for it, but yeah, oh well. Either way, even with me moving the droids around a bit to try and help them, they're getting squashed. Like, the clones are just, they've got this area on absolute lockdown. Even with the flankers, the clones are holding back the flankers so hard. That, like, this is such a good military base in general. I mean, because the openings are minuscule. They're almost impossible to break through that little opening here and here. Like, the map designer made this a tough map to come on through. So it makes for a perfect base to hold out against superior numbers, which is what's kind of cool about this battle, I think, because the droids have had like 4 or 5 times as many troopers as the clones have, and yet the clones are still just absolutely butchering these droids based on their superior positioning and things like that. So I find that to be kind of an interesting battle concept. Still more droids back here not wanting to come forward, so we're just gonna, you know, scoot them on forward. Come on, you bad Larrys. There comes a time for dilly-dallying, and there comes a time for... I think these guys even just got themselves stuck on the rocks, actually. I don't even think they can move forward anymore. Let's see. Yeah, these guys got themselves stuck. God, I hate the AI in this game. I can't wait for a day when they release a new Men of War game and they fix the AI problems in the editor. I'm not sure that'll happen, but we can hope. All we can do is hope. Alright, actually a huge surge of droids trying to come forward over here, and they're actually supporting it by a substantial amount of fire, too. So this is actually the first time I've thought that the attack could be promising, but the clones are still just sort of butchering them at the doorway here. And I'm not even seeing the droids get that many kills. Most of the shots that are going into the clones are missing by a wide margin, or it's just not enough to actually kill a clone trooper. The flank over here has been the most promising of places for the droids to attack, and even still, the clones just have this area on lockdown. Look at all the droids that have died over here. It's bonkers. Crazy. I mean, let's try and funnel these guys back in here, because, I mean, as you can see, they're just sort of sitting here. Sitting over here. So we'll sort of tug at them, make them come on forward. Should we release these guys from the rocks? Try to, at least. I don't know if I can, without deleting them. Yeah, like, they got themselves stuck on this peak. There you go. Can you get down from that now? Not really. Look at them try. Yeah, I don't know how you guys got yourselves stuck on these rocks. There you go. That should release you from this burden. Yeah, what a bunch of dummies. What a bunch of dummies. Stop trying to go up the rocks! I swear to God. Dudes, I'm at my wit's end. Sometimes I just absolutely lose patience in these guys. My goodness. My goodness. Alright, here we go. Actually, a big push going on right now in the front. Droid's working on trying to get forward again, but still just getting absolutely repulsed by the clones. Yeah, the clones just have this area on lockdown. Like, I'm basically calling this battle now. The droids will not be able to break through. It's just too good of a choke point. It's just too powerful. Like, look at these bodies. My God. It's just not doable, I don't think. Like, you would need some sort of orbital strike going on or bombing of this area to actually push in and kill these clones. Otherwise, it's just too much. It's just too powerful of a defense. Oh, actually, a few of the droids made it up onto the top rocks up here and immediately got vaporized by clone trooper fire. Just instantly. Wow. Oh my goodness. Hey, chica. Yeah. This is brutal. The flank's actually making a pretty good push from the droids right now. They're getting some good fire out on the clones, but they're also receiving just a ton of fire themselves, which is resulting in more of their deaths. So, I don't know if it'll really amount to anything. Let's see. On the minimap right now, you can see the blue are the clones, the red are the droids. Droids still have a substantial force. They probably still outnumber the clones. Not by much, albeit right now, but by at least a little bit. But they're still proving completely incompetent in assaulting this area. And not that that's really a, you know, I say incompetent. It's true, but it's not necessarily a bad thing at this. You know, it's not like an insult because it's such a hard place. Anyone would be incompetent to attack this. I mean, if you flip the roles and the droids were defending and the clones were attacking, I think the same thing would be true. I think the clones would just absolutely dominate, or sorry, the droids would absolutely dominate the defense, and the clones would have just such a difficult time breaking through this point. So, I think it's more the map than anything. I think it's just a really tough flipping battle, guys. I think that's the gist of it here. Yeah, these clones are just holding out. Holding out to the bitter end. At least it's kind of cool to see the clone ARC Troopers in action a little bit more, and the Geonosian infantry in the heat of the battle a bit. I think that's cool because we don't always get to see these sort of armor variants and things like that. So I do think that's a neat thing. I do. My God, this defense is just ridickety donk. It's just not gonna happen. The droids just won't push through. And they're still climbing around these rocks like dang fools. Guys, I've told you to come forward like 10 times, people. I swear to God, if you don't come forward, I'm gonna have a cow, man. I'm gonna have a cow. A couple of them still trying to crawl up here, but the clones just like instantly notice and kill them. The droids maybe get like 1 or 2 shots off, and then they're gonzo. They are gonzo. Okay, a couple droids over here making a big push. Getting a few shots off here. Will it be enough, though? Kind of doubtful, but, I don't know. They're pushing, they're pushing. Maybe they've gotten a clone kill in this push? Actually, maybe, yeah. This clone looks like he's freshly dead. I don't know. I don't know. Even if they did break through, there'd still be all these troopers back here, you know, Waxer and Boyle's troopers. And then they'd also have, like, these troopers amongst these rocks here. Keep in mind, you know, with the reinforcements, this is still, like, 6-to-1 droid advantage in terms of numbers, so I think it speaks wonders to the defensive capabilities of this military base. Really impressive. Even with a flank, the droids are incapable of pushing forward here. Even with a solid flank, it's too difficult. It's too much. It's too much. Too mass. Too mass. I have been brushing up on my French a little bit. I took about 6 years of French, and I haven't in a number of years. But I started doing a little online course just because I really enjoyed learning French. I thought it was a really fun language to learn. And this, by the way, came to mind because I was speaking Spanish. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to brush up a little bit and relearn some things. It's always easier the second time around. I'm in no way fluent. Like, I think no one can be fluent unless they've lived in a local speaking area for a number of years. I know the basics, you know, I know pleasantries, I know what things are called. I can do basic, like, sentence structures. So, nowhere near an expert, but it's still, I find it fun to speak another language and things like that, so sort of got back into the swing of things. A little bit, just for fun. Wow, this is just not working. I think we can call it a clone victory. Maybe for fun. This is like a 30-minute video. Should we maybe... I kind of want to pilot one of the gunships. I kind of want to give this a try. Maybe we could lessen the clone defenses with a nice aerial strike here from the droids. And that could even out the battle. The droids really don't have enough troopers at this point to sheer force their way in, so maybe this is exactly what they need. Alright, here we come. This thing's huge. Dang. Holy heck. Let's see. See what we can do. Okay. Well, those are some powerful shots right there. Alright. You might get shot out of the air here. I'm not getting, like, any kills. Almost none. Fly out, fly out. I got, like, no kills right there. Wait, maybe switch the ammo type here. The entire clone army's just trained on us. Still getting no kills. Oh my god. Nope, nothing. Oh my god. Literally, you can see the kill count at the bottom left. I have 0. That's how pro of a pilot I am. You know, we need to get some altitude. There, that's what I'm talking about. Now let's flippin' dive bomb them. Yes! There we go. There's a few kills. Uh-oh, we're going down. They shot us down. All of a sudden I lost control and it was like, okay, this is the end. We actually killed a clone on our descent. Might have killed more clones on our descent than on our initial flight. Let's see if that evens the odds at all. Like, at all. Here, alright. We'll rush some droids in. Alright, I'm just blatantly gonna be biased here and help the droids. Well, not really biased, just... I want to see this happen. I have no bias towards the droids. I'm just going to aid them because I want to see a little bit of the interior battle here. So, let's see if the droids can actually make anything happen here. We're gonna push some of these guys in. We're in slow-mo right now, by the way. Alright, so the droids are pushing in. They're getting some shots off onto these clone troopers. Maybe they get a kill or two? I don't know. They're getting pretty slaughtered as it is right now. But they are in. They're further in than they ever have been before. And they're getting shots off. And I'm seeing a few clones getting suppressed by the droids, which is a nice thing to see. It's a change of pace from what was happening before. Let's also call upon the flank over here. You'll get that simultaneous action going. If we can attack from both sides, then just maybe things will work out. So we'll send these guys for it. Oh, grenades going out over here. Not really in favor of the droids, though. Yeah, they're getting shut down. This is about it. This is about it. These guys still haven't come forward. So we can send them forward, too. I don't know. It's so crowded over here in terms of bodies. Alright, you know what? This is just... Well, the flank's still got an opportunity over here to maybe get a few kills. But they're just all suppressed right now as it is, so... I don't know. Yeah, this is probably it for the droids. Man, even with all the attempts to, like, get this battle to progress a little bit further, it was the same choke point the whole time. The clones just held steady. This was just a solid defense on their part. It's just a testament to the way this military base was built. Honestly, like, hundreds of battle droids went forward. Maybe even 1,000. Like, probably honestly close to 1,000 battle droids and maybe 100 clones. That's insane. That is insane. Really quite bonkers. Really quite bonkers. Whew. Whew, doggy. Actually, droids making a bit of a push down the middle here. These guys finally have a bit of a foothold. Except I doubt they'll make it anywhere once they actually enter into the base. Really doubt that. Yeah, even still, they're still taking hits and getting suppressed by the clones on the interior. It's just not a good battle for the droids. Not in the slightest. Yeah. Yeah, the droids aren't going to win this one. They're just getting creamed. Oh my god. Wowza. Wowza, wowza. Holy guacamole. I just don't think this is going anywhere. Let's derp around a little bit. Let's call in some clone air support now.
We've got company, General.
Let's see. Arc 170. We need to make a takeoff strip here. There you go. Alright, give me a clone. Hop in that bad Larry. Here we go. Alright, take off. Successful. Skirt. Wow, this thing's pretty fast. Okay. Rotate. You know, you gotta go a little further. Let's actually hit these with a few shots of the droid. Uh-oh. Whoopsie. Alright. We've ordered another one. Get in there, soldier. Don't worry, I'm an expert pilot. The best in the galaxy. Let me, Takeoff successful. Wait. Yep, takeoff successful. Good. Alright, I think that ship hitting those things took that out nicely, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's go for a... Oh, pull up! This thing's really hard to fly, holy cow. Oh, it's so slow and clunky, and the blaster bullets are so far apart that they don't really go where you want them to. This thing sucks. Pull up! No! I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.